thank you so much for meeting me here. I know it's, kind of weird to have a stranger say, hey, let's meet in the old abandoned, whatever this used to be. But, when we're chatting about, things that you're good at or your strengths and weaknesses to potentially join our crew, a lot of people haven't felt comfortable broadcasting that in public. And it's kind of a you show me yours, I'll show you mine situation, so it's just better to have it be in a more secluded place. Yeah, so I really appreciate you being willing to meet me out here. Again, I know it seems sketchy, but I promise, nothing weird. Okay, well, I'll just get right into it. Our crew is currently too short. We had an incident with the, radioactive, the radioactive rats recently. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they're radioactive as all get out. Yeah, so keep an eye on those, I guess. Right. So, like I was saying, too short. And we're really looking for members that can diversify our skills and setup. We've got a pretty good mix of different talents, but there's always some way you can improve. We really noted some of our blind spots lately, so that's been, it is what it is. But I do feel like we're pretty, diversified. We got a soap maker. Yeah, we got one of those people that knows how to make soap from lye. So we're doing awesome right now. Just keep spamming that so we can sell it anytime we run into other people. It's really good for trade. Yeah, it's amazing for trade. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, what are some skills that you could bring to the table to potentially join us? Oh, well, I mean, are you, did you do anything medical, pre-blast? Or were you maybe, medical's really a big one, we're really hurting for, anyone that knows anything. Were you an EMT, or a nurse, or a doctor? That'd be amazing. No? Okay, scientist, always welcome. Engineers, always mechanical, or even we take engineering. We would take electrical engineering at this point just to get the radios back up and running. Not really interested in software or IT. Sadly, that does seem to be the most common. Be mechanical engineering. They can build stuff. We've had a few build some really cool generator things. So that was super helpful. Were you someone that had experience fire making? It's always good. The old primitive technology guy. Yeah. Oh, what I wouldn't give. Pottery. That's useful. You could always use someone who knows how to make stuff out of the dirt, because we got plenty of that right now. That kind of thing. Not really your skill set. Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself. What did you do? Marketing? Okay, so you're good with people? HR, or... Okay, you're being really weird. Can I just level with you? You're being super weird about this. What's wrong? Oh. Okay, no, it's okay. Um, yeah, yeah, no, being an influencer pre-blast is pretty standard, actually. So standard, in fact, that we did make a list of, like, acceptable versus unacceptable influencers. So instead of, I know it can be embarrassing sometimes, so like, we made a little list and I'll just read through it. We can chat about that. And if you're on the list, then you don't have to tell me which one you were. You can just go on your way and I don't need to know that. If that's cool with you. Okay, yeah, let me, it's this dang thing somewhere. I know there's so many pockets. No, I scavenged this one. Yeah. Yeah, it turns out tactical isn't just for fashion. It's like really useful. There's so many pockets. Where did I put that? Yeah, it's because we're storing all kinds of. Oh no, that's my knife. Let's see. That's not for you. Nothing. It's also a rain jacket, which is obviously really useful. Wait. Because like I was gonna use that pocket for anything. Yeah, I got it. Maybe. Again, this is the problem. It's hard to get to. Got it. Little. Yeah, I mean, we don't really get access to clean paper. If you made paper, by the way, that's pretty useful. I know there was like a subsect of. You didn't make paper by hand. Okay. So let's go then. Okay, so just kind of right off the cuff. Oh God. The band list. Yeah, we found a pin. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, no, we're guarding it with our lives. Okay. So influencer roles that have been banned. Mukbang influencers are no longer welcome. In our group, we experienced such a supply shortage. It wasn't even funny. We had to have a very serious discussion and then get rid of them. No, nothing like that. We just like drop them off at the next hub of travelers. You weren't up. It's okay. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to. It's okay. I'll just read through and then. Okay, cool. On the note of mukbangers, ASMR creators, we don't really need people going around whispering stuff closely into everyone's ear. Everyone's already on edge. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need someone going. Like, that's not helpful right now. Like, there's weapons around. No one needs you sneaking up and. You see, it's not a. It's a little. Yeah, it's weird. So, no mukbang, no ASMR creators. Video game live streamers, especially like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Cyberpunk, that kind of stuff. It's just really violent. We don't need people thinking that they're heroes when they're just like a little string bean of a human that can't throw a single punch without breaking their wrist. We don't need that. That we found out the hard way. Yeah, it was this small little guy thought he was hot stuff and then got into an altercation with another group over some territory, some supply stuff. You know how it is these days. Anyway, he lost. He lost. So no video game live streamers. They think they're too much. Car modders. Now that's a hyper-specific one that you wouldn't think would have been an issue. We didn't think it would have been an issue, but we had a car mod influencer with our group one time because we thought, you know how machines work, you can get stuff up and running for us, it'll be amazing. Turns out he was just really interested in putting really dumb mods on our useful equipment and making our useful, hard scavenged equipment like completely useless and stupid for the memes, is what he said. So we don't do car modders anymore. Weird one. Waffle House reviewers. Yeah, far too confrontational. Far too willing to get right up in the grill of the other groups or just like traveling individuals and tell them what's what. And while, you know, I can respect it, if that's what you did, I can respect it. I just can't put myself or my crew at that risk. We're not at the place of, we can't accept that level of risk, you know? So, if you're a Waffle House reviewer, that's on the no list. React influencers, like if you did reacting to other channels or other content, or like even the viral Tide Pods thing, if you did any of that, I'm really sorry, but we can't have you. Every single person that we've had in our group that told us they were a React influencer or like a viral content chaser developed psychosis. Yeah, like it's been really bad. Like something about the radiation and how they were wired, just, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, they were fine. We ran a test with one, actually, and they were like okay for a bit. We had our engineer make like a fake little phone, just a fake one, so they could carry it around and pretend to talk to it and like pretend to react to stuff, and that worked a treat. Like they were totally chill. They were pretty useful actually, because then they would be willing to do the chores that other people didn't want to do, and they'd like pretend film themselves, but they were actually doing the chores, and they're like, "Ooh, look at me, I'm such a good human." And then the fake camera broke, and they suddenly lost all will to live, which is like, so good, not a React. That's fine. Again, you don't have to tell me, but that is comforting. Commentary influencers. Yeah, like if you went around making those really long commentary videos on stuff, like dredging up gossip and recirculating it. Shocking, terrible for morale, because they would just go around our own crew and try to figure out the dirt on everyone. And then would like go back to the other person and be like, "Did you hear that so and so?" Not really the vibe. Like it's hard enough out here with like the radioactive rats and, you know, lack of hygienic everything and water and food, and everything sucks. I don't need someone coming into our crew stirring up trouble there. We got enough. Book talkers. If you were a book talker, we also cannot take you. We found that they take unnecessary risks. For like the risk to reward ratio, it's a little fried up in there. They just kept wanting to go out and scavenge for more books, which I can respect. Like if you're willing to take that risk on your own, more power to you. But I can't have you involving the crew or endangering the lives, because like we got kids, you know, we got little kids that we're taking care of here. So we just can't take on that kind of risk for a book. If you're going out like trying to get food or medical supplies or anything like that, we can chat. But no, they kept saying that like they knew a spot, and then it was just an old abandoned library, and we were like fighting off wolves and bears and other crew members, and yeah, like people camp out in those areas, and never mind. So far are we good? You weren't any of those? Awesome. Okay, cool. No, that's That's amazing news. Okay, well that's the difficult part over if you want any of those. Our beauty influencer slot is full at the moment. She's doing awesome, making us like eyeliner and mascara out of the fire coals. Yeah, and like blush she scavenged a single beet ages ago and like dried it and ground it up and we all got blush. So she's rocking it. We're not gonna be getting rid of her anytime soon, but also we can't really afford to have 2 beauty influencer slots. Like we only need so much dried beet, So still good. We're in a beauty influencer. Awesome. Good to. If you were a cosplayer, literally always welcome. Crafty as all get out, and if you know how to sew, goldmine right there, because we need you to sew up clothes. The mending is insane these days. If you can sew clothes, you can probably sew up a human body if we need you to, even if we don't have medics around. So if you're a cosplayer, okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. It would have been amazing if you were a cosplayer, because they also just tend to like carry sewing needles with them, and those are in also short supply. Very short supply at the moment. Alright, I've got dirt on my hands. I gotta keep with that. Gardening influencers, always welcome. Always welcome. We could always use someone who actually knows their way. We've got a couple. Yeah, some of them even had seeds with them. It's crazy. Really appreciated that. If you were like a stay-at-home parent kind of influencer, that's a strict case-by-case basis. We found that if you were one of the ones that like actually did everything yourself, super useful, amazing cooks, most of the time like really hard workers, really good at caring for the kids, obviously. But if you were one of the stay-at-homers that just did like the filming thing, and then someone else did all the work for you, some of the most useless humans we've ever had in this group. It was pretty brutal, actually. Fitness influencers, also case-by-case basis. Like if you were one of the ones that actually knew the human body and how it works and everything, awesome. If you've got an injury, you could probably tell us what it is, maybe. But the ones that were just like giving terrible dieting advice and gym react videos, again, kind of the react commentary genre, close to that. That's not it. So none of those. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. So fold this up then. You passed the test. Awesome. So what were you then? If you don't mind telling me. These are the worst ones we've come across. What were you? Comedy sketches. Okay. No, I'm digging real deep here. I'm trying to find a way to make that useful. Did you make any of your own props, or you wore a lot of wigs? Do you have any of them still, or? Yeah. They were all synthetic, so they melted in the blast. Okay. And then we could have used those for ratings so that people didn't recognize us. Comedy sketches. What kind of comedy sketches? Did you run your own stuff? Like, were you a hard worker? Okay. Okay, yeah. So we can definitely teach you. We could always use more cooks. You burn everything. Okay, hunting. Are you interested in learning hunting? You're what? How are you vegan right now? Okay. Okay. We could teach you foraging. Like identifying plants and... Well, it's okay if you're farsighted. I mean, we can make that... Yeah, an eyesight issue probably not be ideal for foraging. But also not for hunting. You have allergies too. What kind of allergies? Pollen? And you're gluten intolerant. What does being an Aquarius have to do with it? Okay, it's fine. Okay, so you're vegan, gluten intolerant, you have a pollen allergy, you're farsighted. Have you been running with a crew? Like, how are you? You haven't been. How are you alive? No, like, actually. Were you a black belt or something? Oh, you do have a method of defense. Oh, that's good. Do you mind if I see it? I could just... Again, I told you I've got a knife. What are you carrying? Respectfully, be so serious right now. Are you... Do you know what that is? Okay, may I? Yeah, no, believe me, it's useless. Even my hands, This is a P320. Good news, the safest P320 I've ever seen in my entire life. Because you don't even have a magazine. Do you know? I mean, obviously you don't know. Your optic is scratched. What are you? So you have a P320 with a scratched optic. As far as I can tell, like, it's completely jammed to boot. And you have no mag... How are you alive? No, like, actually, how? No, I'm gonna give it back. I'm not even worried about it. Here you go. Yep, you can take that. Please don't flag me. I don't even care if it's not got a magazine. It's a P320. I don't know what it's gonna do. Don't flag me with that. Okay. Okay. I think you're alive because everyone just felt so bad. Okay, so you've been carrying a P320 with no magazine. Have you ever had a magazine? What? P320 no magazine. Don't even know what a magazine is. No hard skills. No discernible hard skills. Gluten intolerant, vegan, Aquarius, whatever the hell that's gonna do with anything. Comedy sketch, influencer. How are you alive? How are you alive? What is that? What am I hearing? Is there rustling? Your baby? You've got a baby in your backpack? Why do you have a baby? Why is a baby in your... It's a dog. Okay. So you have a dog. Wait, you've been feeding a dog too? How are you even eating when you're feeding a dog? What kind of dog is it? Is that a Pomeranian? And it hasn't changed since the blast? Because that's a radioactive Pomeranian. I swear to... Just a normal... really scraggly looking Pomeranian. You would have a Pomeranian, wouldn't you? It chases down squirrels. And like it kills them. Oh, no, I'm sure she wouldn't. I'm sure she wouldn't be any trouble. Especially if she's killing her own food. She brings it back to you. Wait, you said you were vegan. I don't think that's how veganism works, friend. It doesn't count if the dog kills it, not you. Okay. Yeah, I don't, friend. Okay. So you're vegan. But the things that your Pomeranian kills don't count. Back to the main point. So your tiny, scraggly looking little thing over there has been killing squirrels and rabbits and bringing them back to you. And that's how you're alive. No, that's pretty useful actually. Is she a barker? I mean, frankly, though, we wouldn't be taking you out on raids or onslaught with the P320 and all that. This could work. Would you be okay, like, dog keeper? You could be our dog keeper. Do you like other dogs? Just the small ones. That's fine. All the bigger dogs tend to have gotten affected somehow by the blast anyway. This could work. If you're cool with your Pomeranian, of course that's her name, with your dog, doing some hunting for the crew, I don't see why we, P320 notwithstanding. And if you promise not to do comedy sketches, actually, while you're with us, that's just kind of sounds terrible. We can keep that between us. We don't have to tell the others that's what you did. Yeah, we can say, you were a dog trainer, right? I mean, you trained her. You didn't even train, she just does that. Well, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Welcome to the crew, friend. Let's go, Actually, could you just put the P320 down? Just bury it in a pile somewhere, and then we'll go do introductions. Yeah, I'll explain on the way, just don't. It's fine. Welcome to the crew.